Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to alt-tabbing to make sure I started the recording session. Yeah, it goes. Welcome back to World of Horror. I gotta be honest, I'm not really playing games that much. I'm not really playing games that much recently, which, that's understandable. You know, you've been in quarantine for about like a year and a half, 2 years, right? And you're just now getting out there now that things are starting to gradually open up, for better or for worse, you know. I'm not smart enough, nor am I knowledgeable enough about these sorts of things that I can make any sort of like reasonable prediction or guess anyways, but you know, it's just like now that things are opening up and, you know, you're, as they would say in the UK, you've got your double jab. You know, you're starting to get out there more, and admittedly, I do like to play video games, right? But I just haven't been doing that as much as I'd normally have. And to some extent, it's been kind of nice, I'll be honest with you. I think it's a little bit of a cliche thing to say, because what ends up happening is, you know, you have like an influencer or like a really popular or famous YouTuber basically say like, oh, that's it, no internet for a week, and then they come back and they're like, wow, that was the best experience of my life. I mean, I think like most things, you know, moderation is key, pretty much. But let's do a little Uthutu. It's getting hot up in here. It was a hot day today. We'll do a little Uthutu to kind of mimic that. Or we could have done a little Goizo to cool off at home with a demon in the mirror trying to destroy everything. But yeah, no, it's like, it's quite nice to kind of use the computer a little less. Like, I'm still browsing the internet a lot, but I'm not really playing games. Like, I'm pretty much just playing the occasional, like, I'm getting the occasional Bloons medal on, like, a beginner map, or I'm playing, like, the daily World of Horror, right? Does that make sense? And so, you know, normally, I would be playing a lot more. I've been neglecting Final Fantasy XIV, which is a little bit of a bummer. But, hey, you know, I was hoping to make some serious gil over the trip duration, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be that way. I did level up some crafters, though, or gatherers, or both. But, second mystery, and then we've got 3 stat checks, which admittedly are all viable, because we're already making one. We need leadership / 1 charisma for the other, and then we need strength. Other than that, we just need the flashlight. So, you know, not pretty easy lighthouse, I'd say. Pretty easy lighthouse. Words said seconds before disaster. I see a book. That's 1 book down, 2 to go. I should have read it first, but honestly, I think we're fine, right? I think we're fine. I don't think we need to read the book. Let's just put it in our inventory and kind of just keep a lookout for the other 2 books that we could potentially get. We don't have a lot of mansion, which is a little bit of a shame, because I'm pretty sure mansion is where you can get a book, but you can also get a book in the village, right? Which we have to go to, not really, because it's Fear Festival. Well, we'll do Kana first. I think this is a certified Kana moment. We do get the strength check automatically, though, so that's nice. Do we want to try to get the monkey wrench? I think that could be fun. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get the monkey wrench, and we'll sell the scalpel. It's a very cursed, start to a Mimi run, but I think it could work out. It's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off. I think it's a lot of fun to experiment with weird and wacky weapons, because I mean, you know, the monkey wrench at least has a chance of working, versus something like the bone saw or the hunting rifle, where it's just like, why are you doing this to yourself, man? Why are you doing this to yourself? You love to see that. That's pretty good. Although, admittedly, I was only a 2 reason buff. It probably shouldn't have done that from a, like a, you know, metagaming perspective. But it's very beneficial if you succeed it, and then it lets you take a risk like that, which is nice. Although maybe we should have taken the stamina. We won't even take the minus doom there. I think we're happy with what we've got going on. We'll back out here because I don't want to... Like, I'm a little bit... Like, I've played this game a lot, obviously, right? And so, I don't know if you've noticed. If you've read the title or not. But, yeah, you know, I've played this game a lot. And so... I do have a fairly solid idea of what I can and can't get away with. But at the same time, it's like, it's still kind of sketchy. So this mystery sucked, by the way. It was very bad. Like, I mean, what do we even got here? Like, we got 66 EXP. That's what we call bad. Pretty awful. Not good. We're gonna do Fear Festival. We're gonna do Fear Festival now. For a couple of reasons. And that mostly is because what we want to do, right? What we want to do is we don't want to die. And if we can get a stamina ally here, I don't even care who it is. It just gives us some, like, vague notion of value for what we're about to do here, which is just rest a bunch of times. And maybe, who knows, we'll be paranoid and then we can sacrifice Masafumi for, you know, but a crumb of reason, which admittedly we could probably go for right now because for some reason we can't keep our reason up. It's almost like our max is 10, and so any little drop kind of hurts. Now, admittedly, this is completely covered by whatchamacallit, first aid, but we have to get that first. No, I'm not gonna get Yoichi. No, I'm not. I'm really not gonna. Like, Yoichi is infinitely more useful than Masafumi, but with the Doom that we've got, 28%, I don't really want to tempt going back to the shop again. That's unlucky, by the way. I don't want to tempt going back to the shop, and I would rather not. Are we gonna die? No, we're not gonna die. We're not gonna die today, because we're good. Okay, so this is the first enemy. We're pretty happy about this. But that's that literally just is like bonk. Like that is bonk incarnate. We're not gonna do that, or are we? Because we can take 3 stamina damage, that's fine. Now, 1 needs to hit. 1 needed to hit there. It's a little bit of a bummer. I do say that's a little bit of a bummer. We can do this, right? 60% chance. There we go, there we go. And then we can do a little bit of, we can do a little bit of trolling as a treat. We do a little bit of, well, is it murder or manslaughter? Okay, Infested Girl. I get it. You wanted to waste Fear Festival for us, that's fine. That is scary. That's very frightening, admittedly. We're not in a good place, and this is where the monkey wrench does fall flat. Because in all of the videos that we've used it so far, we got very lucky with, how we do things. Okay, so... We take 2... Okay, so we take 6. We take 6% Doom. That's how it works. That's fine. We take 6% Doom, and it's all good. Although, wait a minute. Why did... Oh! We're actually taking 9% Doom because of Ithutu. Because it doesn't count... Wait, what? Why did we take... Wait, hold on. Does it count or does it not? I'm so confused. Because we went up from, like... Did we go up to... We were at 32, right? And we went up to 35? Or were we at 33 and then we went up to 35? I actually didn't catch that. which is a little bit, what we would like to call sketchy. But I'm pretty sure it was just doing 2%, so no, we were fine. Because a second there, I thought we were taking 3% Doom, which could have been a little bit bad, but, anyways, that's not the point. So, we're gonna take leadership here. I don't want to reroll, because we're gonna have to rest at the house, right? So I don't want to reroll. I don't want to reroll with this. We're gonna need to rest, get our recovery back. Although we would really like, just as a treat, a crumb of first aid. That would be very nice. But we don't have that. So we're going to take strength. And then what we're going to do... Well, it's convenient that we went to the Fear Festival now, isn't it? Did we did... okay, I thought we got fetid fumes real quick. Also, I have a friend who keeps loading up Outriders, and I feel kind of bad for them because I've heard that game was a little sketchy. Admittedly, I don't really know anything about it. I was gonna allegedly get it for free when I bought one of my PC parts, you know, all the way back when I was building my computer. But I don't think I ever got it. Or maybe I ended up going with a different part, I can't remember. But I remember seeing a review about it, saying that, oh, you know, it's... like, fine, but the end game kind of sucks. Which, I mean, if that's the case, that's not so bad then. You know, if you get some good time out of the game, it's probably not a big deal. Of course we have botany. That's a little bit of a bummer, but, and the school's doomed, by the way, so that's a solid 4, well, that's a solid 2 to 4% doom. Which is, not fun. But, return to Monkey. Reject time warp. Well, hold on. No, hold on a minute. If he can warp time, he can actually let us embrace Monkey. Well, actually, the ancient astronaut theorists would suggest otherwise, that the missing link is lizard boys. But, you know, the ancient the ancient astronaut theorists, they're on something. And I'm a little bit scared to try to find out what it is that they are doing. So we can do guaranteed 6, take 1-1. We go down to 4-5. He goes down to 16, which is nice. But can we kill him next turn? Probably not. So I think that what we do is we take the chance now. Yeah, is that how that works? We take the chance now, and then we just kill him with desperation, because why not? And by that I mean we just use a basic attack because Monkey Wrench? I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna rest twice anyways. It's probably not a big deal. We're gonna rest twice anyways, so it's not a big deal. That's what I will say to myself, and that is how I will sleep at night. Yeah, well, that's a little bit bad. Thankfully, we're not using the scalpel, so that doesn't actually hurt that much. In fact, that's not even... It's bad for the lighthouse, but from a gameplay perspective, it doesn't really matter, except for this. Which we'll do the charisma check instead, which is a little bit risky because the Doom is scary. The Doom is more than scary, admittedly, because we've got this really annoying combo where it's like the town itself is doomed, and so we're getting a lot of Doom by investigating it, and then we get roads closed early, so it's like, oh boy. Also, I realize we have discharge summary, which probably should have been discarded earlier, admittedly, but, you know, I don't really know when it matters. Like, obviously you want to get first aid as soon as possible, but if you don't get first aid on the first level up, then discarding discharge summary, you know, I don't think there's any harm in it. But it was a misplay. We should have discarded it immediately. Punch? Listen, yeah, this Mimi, this world's Mimi, alright? She may not have the brains, but she certainly has the brawn. Alright, this Mimi leveled strength, and it worked out for her very well. With that being said, we did have the dexterity check, right? What? No, hold on. No. It was strength, knowledge, and charisma. So I think what we should probably do is, I mean, we are going to the, no, we're not. We are going to the school, so we'll take art knowledge, because I don't think we need, oh, but we're fighting Akamanto, so we'll take anatomy class. Yeah, I think that's fair. And then we'll take a point of knowledge here, so that we can take, folklore studies, when we can. This is stamina. I don't want to lose stamina, but it's Doom, so yeah. Yeah, like that's not fun, having the Doom shoot up like that. Because roads closed is just nasty, man. Like the only thing that you can do is just get lucky. Specifically when it comes to roads closed, is you just do the roads closed mysteries first and hope that you don't get it until you're done. Which definitely, in my opinion, it makes it probably the most dangerous of the, in my opinion, it makes it probably the most dangerous, town effect. Because there's a lot of ones that just don't do anything. And then there's, like, the ones that do something, but it's so incredibly niche that, like, it will get you killed, like, once in every 100 runs, like the Aurora Borealis. But under normal circumstances, you know. Okay, so I know we're getting 1 bonus damage here, but we shouldn't be getting 2. So, here's the thing. If we're getting 2, we kill her anyways, because that would be 12 plus 2, which is, you know, obviously 14. So, we're good anyways. As long as this does 6 damage base, we're fine. Which, you know, that just does the full 16, which, wait a minute, what? We are on a Thutu, right? So why would it do 16 damage? Because that would mean that it's doing 7. It would be doing 14 plus the 1 from a Thutu, so then it would go to 15. Why is it doing 16? I don't understand. I don't know if I want to understand. I don't get it. This game never ceases to just completely amaze me sometimes. Because the bonus damage does not affect, like, it isn't, like, let's say you stack bonus damage, right? And so you got a steak knife, which does 3 damage, which would mean it does 6 for doubling. But let's say you stack, like, 2 bonus damage, you're not gonna get 10, right? You're gonna get 8. Because it's 6 plus 2, not 5 times 2. Does the Monkey Wrench have a Fire Axe property where it does more damage? Is it a video game glitch? I don't know, please explain. So here's the thing, if we get to Akamanto before we doom out, then I think we win. So the question is, do we do mermaids first? The school is doomed, keep that in mind. So we're gonna do mermaids last, which means we will be burned in the lighthouse, but I don't care, because I think we need that minus 10% doom. And admittedly, that does kill our, you know, that kills our, who cares, broken jaw. Like, we're never gonna cast a spell. And, you know, like I wanted to say, we could die here. We could totally die here. So we gotta get cursed. We gotta take another curse. Cursed signs, we literally cannot cast a spell, so who cares? My speed run is in jeopardy. I would appreciate if you hurried on, sir. Come on, it's not pixel perfect. I know it's not pixel perfect. You have to hover over the guy's face. I swear to God, this is different every time. Yeah, let me get on with it. But, so listen, the craziest thing happened, alright? I was watching old Midsommar Murders, old summer. Is it Neil? I don't remember who the actor is. There's 2 different actors, there's 2 different Barnabys, right? I thought we took art knowledge. No, we took leadership? Huh. I honestly kind of want to take art knowledge because it will help us out for the school. We're gonna come into this event, but I think we'd rather just take first aid here, and then we would rather take stamina just to heal, because we gotta deal with Akamanto. But yeah, so I was watching Midsommar Murders, and I was watching the old team, right? Like the old Barnaby, and I can't remember what season it was. The most recent episode I watched, it was like Series 9, Episode 1, and that's where they introduce Scott's calling in sick. They're trading out sidekicks, right? So is it Jones? He starts out as Constable Jones, and then he becomes like temporary DCI, or not DCI, but like detective, because like Barnaby's DCI. He becomes a detective with Barnaby, and then he ends up blackmailing Barnaby at the end of the episode, and so he gets promoted to detective for like permanently, so he's not just like just a constable anymore. That was a pretty good episode. You might be thinking, wait a minute, so a cop blackmailed a detective, a chief detective, chief investigator, into becoming a detective himself. What on earth did he blackmail Barnaby with? Well, you see, Barnaby used an uncooperative witness as bait to draw the murderer out so that he could catch the murderer red-handed and clear the witness. So basically the idea was the witness was protecting the killer from the crime, and so Barnaby just wanted to get like the killer behind bars and the innocent witness to basically be cleared for their crime. And so Barnaby sent the innocent witness into a secluded area with the killer, and then had to intervene before the killer killed the witness. It was very good. And so obviously the detective guy, Jones, he figured that out, and then was like, "Hey, sir, I've applied to be a detective." And then Barnaby's like, "Yeah, I'll see what I can do." It's fantastic. Midsommar Murders it's a banger. It is a banger, for sure. And you know, I like the new Barnaby, and I like the new Barnaby, and I like Winters, the current guy. But I like old Barnaby too. I like old Barnaby too. I'll be real with you. You know, I know that there's some like, you know, I was reading that there's some like weird controversy with old Midsommar, but it's written really well. You know, it's written really well. It's really fun. I do like the newer one better, because DCI Barnaby, iconic. It's iconic, I tell you. DCI Barnaby, it's fantastic. But yeah, no, wait a minute, this is bad. I don't like this. I do not like where this is going. .mp4. Yeah, we can just do 85% chance, right? 85% chance. That didn't happen. There we go. That's good. So here's the thing: we need to brace, but we kill her next turn regardless. So I'm wondering, like, is there something that we can do here to maybe speed this along? I think we can guarantee that she's dead by throwing the branch. That would be very nice. We're not fighting Akamanto immediately, right? I didn't misclick. Oh no, I did. We're dead. I was not paying attention. Okay, so library notes time. And these are 2 books, admittedly. So that's, you know, memory extract's quite nice. That gives us some more chances here. Grow teeth is quite bad. Memory extract again. You know, there's a common theme with library notes, and that is the fact that every single time you get them, you seem to get the same spells repeated ad infinitum. So here's the thing. We're looking for a very specific spell. You know what it is. I know what it is. I would like to be bailed out here. This will kill us, so hold on. Mind Drain, 2 reason. We don't have an infinite source of reason, so I can't do that. Expel Evil? That's not gonna do it for me, Chief. I do apologize. But, wait a minute, what? Oh, no. Wait, hold on. We can just do this, right? There we go. Okay, we're good, we're good. We are gonna... Cursed Signs is rather frightening, admittedly. But so here's the thing, you know, there's certain spells that we need. Certain spells that could be very nice. And, yeah, I would appreciate having them. And Expel Evil might, you know, not that. That's pretty bad. So here we go. We gotta click out a 1. I can't believe... So, we've got 1 piece of the puzzle. How do we survive Akamanto, though, is the next piece of the puzzle. So, you know, we've got to click out of 1. 2 is binding. Now, how the hell do we do this? I'm not entirely sure. We need to get a 1... We need to get 1 stamina. Or is it 2 stamina? Does he do 4 or 5? I think he does 5. Uh-oh. Okay, come on. We got this. We got this. We absolutely got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that we'll die from memory extract. And by that I mean we don't have it anymore. So come on, click out of 3, click out of 3. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Come on, man. Oh, okay. So that was my mistake. No thoughts. Head emptied it. You know, that's just something that I do sometimes. It was my fault for not paying attention to the mystery thing. Honestly, it's an embarrassing loss. So we have hilariously got somewhere. Now we need to get our reason healed, which is impossible, I'm fairly certain. But we could keep going down this rabbit hole just for a little bit longer. If we had some way of not dying, we would be rather fine. You know, it is... Here's the thing. The RNG is not real on the library notes. I want to make that perfectly clear. Because what ends up happening is you always get the same spells every single time. And I think that might be a design choice, as sort of like, you can have, like, I think it might actually just be like a spell book, that you kind of have, like, a couple of common spells that you're going to draw a lot, so you can use them and then get them again, or something like that. But, you know, we'll get the cool ending screen, sure. Yeah, it is 5 stamina, that's a bummer. We didn't even get the cool ending screen. I feel completely robbed. Well, listen, you know, sometimes when you're talking about Midsommar murders, you kind of miss what's important in life, and that is resting before the Akamanto fight. But anyways, I'm going to finish the anecdote, because I died for this. So, I was watching old Midsommar, and there was an episode where Mrs. Barnaby, she's driving home from something, and there's this, like, hooded figure in the road, and she thinks that she hit them. And so, you know, she swerves off the road, she crashes into the tree, and then she's like, oh my god, I can't believe that I hit somebody. And throughout the entire episode, you know, Barnaby is like, you didn't hit anybody, nobody's hurt, you're absolutely fine. Then they find a dead body near the crash site, and then he's like, aw, crap. And so his wife stays home, she's brooding, and he's like, listen, there's no, like, listen, we'll find out if you killed him or not, and then I'll get back to you. And so they're doing the investigation, and then they find the murder weapon, and he's like, oh, thank God. And so Mrs. Barnaby's like, listen, I hit somebody on that road. It wasn't the murder victim that you found, but I definitely hit somebody. And at that point, Barnaby's just like, I don't care. right? Like, there's no body, there's no blood, you're completely fine. And the entire theme of the episode is like a graveyard ghost walk, right? And so, basically this guy, he's having this tour of Midsommar. It's a ghost tour, right? It's a ghost walk. You know what that is. For those of you who don't, it's you go on a tour at nighttime with your host, who tells you all the spooky information about how the lighthouse has a Takashi-san in it, and there's an eldritch god being summoned, that sort of thing. And that there's, toilet, like, it was in this toilet stall that toilet ghost was murdered, that sort of thing. Or, there's the pit that Ritsuko-chan was buried in, that sort of thing. And, they walk you around the area and tell you how scary it is. And you pay them, obviously. You pay them lots of money. And so he was doing a ghost walk. Wait, was this the ghost walk episode? I have no idea. Or no, was this this was the botany episode. Okay, I'm getting the episodes completely confused. This was the graveyard garden tender episode, where it's basically like people want to compete to tend to the graveyard. But anyways, the point of the story is, okay, and just one more thing. Yeah, I've been watching Columbo, what about it? But so, the point of the story is, at the end of the episode, Mrs. Barnaby is driving in her car behind Mr. Barnaby. And Barnaby, he's driving home, and he's driving down the same road that Mrs. Barnaby crashed in. And then all of a sudden, this robed figure appears in front of him when he's, looking down at his watch instead of the street. And then he, has to do an emergency stop. And then he runs out of his car, and the hooded figure walks away from him, and then becomes, translucent, and then phases through the wall, and he's just standing there blinking. It was, I didn't know that the paranormal was real in Midsommar. That's absolutely, things are heating up over in Midsommar. And by things are heating up, I mean, things heated up, 14, 16 years ago when the episode first aired, but that was cool. I liked that. So anyways, 2 episodes in a row that died because of poor play. I'm not entirely happy with that, to be honest with you. I think I'm losing my touch. I did a little thing in the Discord server. I stole it from Twitter, where it's basically it's a color palette, and then it has all the colors have things associated with them for the stream, or for in my case, the videos. And I basically asked the Discord server to, let me have it, right? What colors am I? And I'll read the results to you now. Although what I have to do is I have to, let's see here. I'll just do it on my phone. That'll be easier, because I haven't logged into Discord on my computer yet. So, the questionnaire is, what are my streams like to you? And then you've got a bunch of different colors. And I got lime and gray so far. But the answers are light blue, comfy streams with great vibe, and there's the lime, which is what I got, was cool to listen to, goes on tangents, which is pretty accurate, I would say. And then gray is conversational, brings up serious topics, but in a good way, which I was a little surprised to hear that one. But I'm very happy that I didn't get maroon. Rager gets mad at games sometimes. But after the last 2 episodes, I can see why nobody gave me orange, which is God Gamer. But yeah, if you would like to rate my videos, you could go into the Discord server link below, or I could just finish telling you the ones that I haven't said yet, which is gold, motivational, purple, which is spelled wrong, which is artistically talented, which is, you know, that's that N/A, N/A, non-applicable. And then there's pink, which is funny. And then finally, I forgot this one, which is green, gremlin energy, will T-pose without hesitation. Truly, the greatest of them all. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver, and I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror, where hopefully I'll actually be paying attention this time. Haven't made a mistake like that in a while, but I feel like, you know, it's gonna happen every once in a while that you make a simple mistake, and you get destroyed for it. You get absolutely bullied. You get absolutely annihilated by the manto of the Akkas. But admittedly, it is also why you shouldn't rely on library notes, because it's not truly a random spell. It's the same, you roll 3 spells, those are the 3 spells you're gonna roll 90% of the time, which I don't quite like, because I think it is supposed to be like a random spell, but I suppose if you look at it like some sort of like companion spell book, where it's like you'll get the same spells most of the time, it's not that bad. I feel like there needs to be a mindset change, but also the fact that the monkey wrench is a little unreliable. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll do Miku Monkey Wrench tomorrow, which is originally what I said yesterday. So, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.